Hello and welcome to my explanation of the AI operating system or my second brain. So this is my vault. I mean that's not my vault. This is my vault, and in VS Code formats or in file system formats, this is what it looks like. But this might be way too complicated for you to go over, right? I'm going to quickly cover what it is and show you a live a demo of what I mean, what use case you might want to fulfill with your thing. So this is like an HTML view that I've created of all my vault nodes, and to basically to simplify the explanation, a vault is where I store all of my knowledge base, including who I am, what I do, what are my competencies, what are my workflows, my emails, my meeting transcripts, everything and anything that you want to make sense out of it, you store it here. So yeah, coming to the systems model, right? I capture my thoughts using these two folders, inbox and daily. I have this digital twin folder here, which it's this one. So this has everything about me, everything like who's my audience, what are my experiences, what are my goals, my LinkedIn profile, how I want to talk, what is my tone, all my social profiles, and my voice so that it doesn't sound AI generated. And then I have the distribution plan to basically not just leave it at a published state, but go ahead and distribute it. Similarly, for every item that I publish, using my social flywheel skill, comes out as a tweet, comes out as a LinkedIn post, comes out as a Substack note, and as a video script. So for every one item that I publish, it gives me four other relevant items automatically using some certain skills that I've set up. Now let's hop on for an actual demo and show you what it's capable of. Now that it has all these files, if you want to see the total amount of files that this has, you can see it here. Yeah, so I mean there's plenty of files. Alright, so I don't even have to point it to any file. I can just start a new chat here. Let me go full screen and I can say that, and let's just for the sake of speed, right, what are my competency pillars or main skill sets. Now it doesn't actually search 9,000 files since I have infrastructure set up so that it understands the linking and the graphs. So basically it's like a graph based layout that I've configured for this. So it does not search every file, it does not read the entire whatever however many files that I have. Currently I have 2000, but it does not read 2000 files because it knows where to start and where to go from there depending on the query. So what are my competency pillars? It answered correctly, these are the 9 competency pillars, and it reviewed my experience file. It knows which file to read because if you see this experience file, right, it has exactly that, my 9 competency pillars. All right, I want to ask it to rewrite a certain sentence in my style, right? So how will I write this sentence? And this could be an essay as well, but just for the sake of momentum I'm using a sentence. But you could pass in 5 different essays as well and ask it to rewrite the 5 essays in your style, and it will do it without stopping. So I literally can generate hundreds of files if I wanted to in one go, in one shot. So here's how I would write it based on my voice.md, right? So it understood which file to pick up, which is voice.md, which is where I've configured how I speak and how what my tone is and what is my writing style, what words. Alright, so my question is I'm asking it to generate cold emails for Databricks, each from a different competency pillar, and for each email you should cite a relevant published post. Now I have a sitemap.md, which means like I have stored links to my blogs, right? Technical blogs. So it will pull up from there. I've stored up my competency pillars. I've stored up my entire brand guidelines. I've stored up my digital twin folder, which means how I talk and tones and things that you saw previously. So it's going to read from all of that, and it's only going to read from the relevant files without scanning needless files, because every file has like a context embedded into it, and there's like a graph connection in there. So it is quite intelligent to scan only the relevant files to get the content that it wants. And as you can see, simply wrote about, yeah, so as you can see, right, it generated all these files, and I can say keep, and then all these files get added to my wall basically. Right, so this is the folder. It created the folder, it created the files, and it created a summary of the conversation. Now that, so that your sessions, your ChatGPT sessions are not temporary, they get into a permanent sort of a state, which means that all the chat sessions that you have, or all the knowledge that you want to aggregate, you can permanently save it in a structured sort of file system and reference it continuously to basically, do bulk tasks. And I wrote 6 emails here, but I could just as easily create 200. It would do it in like 15-20 minutes max. Getting that right. So, yeah, that's how it is. And yeah, I just take notes by speaking, and the AI organizes it for me. I don't have to do a thing. Apart from building all this, obviously, which took quite a while. But yeah, that's it.